So we are live. Yes, indeedy. Hey, so you know what? Hey, I want to talk to you guys about something, all right? Because I sent another post out on social media. You know how I am. I want to see what everybody, check everybody temperature out. So check
Oh,
this out. So here's what I put on social media, and I've been getting like a little bit of feedback as well. Um, so I posted on social media. I said, hold on, let me actually read it. Okay, here it is. EQ, you you commented on there. I said, ain't nobody ever been to the moon. They lied to us on TV. It's a money grab in the name of research.
It is.
EQ. What? Hey,
Yes.
when you put on, because the only reason why I said something about it or whatever, because you had said something about it in a post or something like that or whatever, and I said, you know what, man, it made me think about what made me really think about it was I was watching, was it one of the I believe it was Iron Man movies. And you remember how Tony Stark had that? If y'all seen Iron Man the movies before, y'all seen those movies? G Man,
Right.
B Dub. You remember when Tony Stark's and also with the Dark Knight series as well, where the government had a deal with you know with Bruce Wayne Industries and Tony Stark Industries or whatever, and there was some money or something like that that was being misused or being put from one place to the other. And I said to myself, you know what, man, you know what, like a lot of these Marvel movies and all that, whatever, man, they be kind of giving us some little tips about how things actually really are when it comes to how the government kind of like, I ain't gonna say I'll just say how they misuse or they'll lead you on with saying they're going to invest in these research or they're going to invest money to certain things or whatever. But it's smoke and mirrors anyway, whatever. Because yeah, they might invest some of it, but not all of it. So what they doing with 100%? I mean, with the other percentage of the money if they're not using it, do they pocket it? What's going on with it? You see what I'm saying? So that's what made me put that out there. What you think about that,
Well,
EQ?
they don't have to research what they already know.
Right,
They
facts.
don't have
right,
so there's no such thing as, oh well, we're taking up money or for donations for this, that, and the third, especially like cancer and stuff like that. But you already have
right,
the cure. You already know
right,
there's a cure for it. So why would you need to do any research when you know what the problem is? You know where it derives and all of that. And yes, they do make movies and documentaries and stuff like that that basically tell us what's going on. That that
right,
that that tells us what's going on or what's about to happen.
right.
Even about what's going on now in the world. There was a movie about it. I just found this out, and so they know. It's all to throw people off. But if your eyes are open, you know.
Right,
And
right.
I did comment on your post today, because that whole we went to the moon and all this, that, and the third bunch of this a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, man, it's smoke and mirrors.
y'all
Nobody
start that
listen.
conspiracy theory crap today.
G
Man,
man, what you
I hope you
G man,
suffocating that ass. I can't stand you.
G man, what you think about it, man? So you think it's all a conspiracy theories, man? You think somebody actually went to the moon? You think that's actually, what you call extra what ET or extraterrestrial, intelligence out there? You think all that's true?
I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't. That was. I don't care if I
You say
don't
what?
care if they ever been to the moon or not.
Yeah,
We know the government does a lot of things under behind the curtains and all. That's been going on since forever. At the end of the day, what you gonna do about it, right? What did they say? Psych, we didn't really go to the moon. What you gonna do? You gonna do nothing. You gonna do
no.
nothing. You spin record.
B Dub, what's your comments on it, B Dub?
Uh, I definitely think we've been to the moon.
You think we've been to
Uh,
the moon, B Dub?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Cause they tell us every so often, about once a year, a couple of times every few years, about this space shuttle going here and this space shuttle. But what they don't tell you about, there's been like hundreds of space missions, but they only show a few. What are they doing in them other space missions that they not telling us, that they don't want us to know about? I think and I don't know. I think we just have to be very, very, very naive to believe that out of all the billions and billions of rocks floating around in the air, we the only one that has sufficient water and oxygen to breed life. So,
but B-Dub, here's my thing though. Like, if they're saying, okay, so we have water, they say we have water. We know there's water beneath us, and they say there's water on top of us. I believe that the water below us is pretty much the same density or the same the same density, as far as like you can't go so far down with the like thousands of meters or whatever. I believe it's pretty much the same way going up as well. That how can something go through all that water going up? Because we're supposed to be in this dome, this firmament that's up at the top and at the bottom. So how can something go, if something can go deep down, how can it go deep up? You see what I'm saying? How?
No, deep up, that's not even a word.
Well, go up. Well, go up higher. We'll just say that. Go up higher. How can something go up higher if it can't go down lower? That's what I'm saying.
The volume of water is not the volume of water is not the same. It's not going to crush you going. You surrounded by all the water going down. It's on top of you, sides all around you. Up. It's water, atmosphere droplets. It's not letting to stop you from throwing anything, through without being crushed. Right. So it's different. You got to think, if it wasn't an international space station and it was other countries, it'd have to be one of the largest, conspiracies. Dang near everybody in the world have to participate in that one. I'm not saying there are not some valid theories, but there is a space, and I think, yeah, absolutely, people have been to outer space. Now, whether all these missions and all that, sure. But to say that you don't think anybody can ever go into space at all, no, and it's not the same as going into the atmosphere as it is going into the ocean. Okay. It's just not the same. That's not the same principle.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get ready to start the show.
Pay attention in science class. He don't know.
Let's start the show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ooh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I wanna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Corsicana, Texas. What's up, Dallas Fort Worth? What's up, Houston, Texas? Welcome back to another episode of Brandon Cole's podcast. We are your show hosts. I go by the name of Miss Note Our Reactions. Give it up. Right there on the side of me, he goes by the name of Bougie Weirdo. Get up a Bougie Weirdo. Right up on the Bougie Weirdo, we got the first lady of Brandon Cole's podcast. She goes by the name of Educated Queen. Give it up for first lady EQ Queen. And then right there on the side of Educated Queen, you got the man, the myth, the legend. He goes by the name of Gentleman Jamal. Give it up for Gentleman Jamal. Yes, indeed. So we are the Brandon Cole's podcast. Here's what we have: fire interviews, hot topics, burning questions, serious conversation, and we say what needs to be said on this show. So we want to say thank you guys for joining another episode of Brandon Cole's podcast. We do have a comment section. If you want to be able to come in onto the show, you can definitely put your comments on the comment section there, and we would definitely read it on the show. Now, if you want to be able to come on and give your shout outs, you want to ask us questions, you want to give us a compliment saying, hey, man, we definitely enjoy you guys' show, you can definitely come on to the show. Just hit one of those screaming platforms, and we will definitely bring you on. We have a Facebook platform, and we also have a YouTube platform. So now that the ground rules have been set, the dust has settled, the smoke has cleared up, the panel, Gentleman Jamal, B-Dub, EQ, there's another one, baby. How you guys feeling today? It's Tuesday.
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
And hey, I'm gonna
here come B-Dub. Here he come.
No, I was just gonna say it's okay. G man, he telling y'all, but he don't want to tell y'all. He was nervous about saying it. Y'all see he wore his battle red today. Because he's officially switching over to becoming a Texans fan. So we appreciate you, bro. It's all right. Come on over.
That's what it is.
Oh man. G-Man, don't let B-Dub do you like that, man. He said
He
you coming
finna go
to
change
man.
clothes right now.
Oh.
He look cute in that red too.
Oh man, that's what he got. B-Dub, you got the red on for the Texans, huh?
Hey, I'm gonna switch my shirt in a minute. It happens.
But hey, G-Man, you know what, man? Hey, you know, I had to eat crow, brother, because I talked a lot of noise. Ooh, I talked a lot of noise.
When don't you talk a lot of noise?
For real.
But here's the thing, though. See, I see G-Man, B-Dub, man. Like, okay, I felt that with all the players, the acquisitions that we made in free agency, you know, and I felt like with Kellen Moore being gone, and we still got we brought all our defensive players back, you know. And I'm thinking like, okay, all right, you know what, man, this is going to be a whole new thing that's going on with the Cowboys, whatever, man. We can move this ball offensively, even though we had some issues in the 20-yard line. But I think that we was going to, I think that we was going to take care of that. But man, was I wrong, man? I felt great going to that San Francisco game. But then, but when we like, dude, like we just don't have the heart, brother, and we don't have we got out coached. Mike McCarthy is old. Mike McCarthy is old. The system, the NFL, the new NFL has passed this guy back. Passed him by.
It's not none of that, man. It's not none of that. Listen, I didn't want to tell y'all this, but let me go ahead and tell you so y'all can stop it. This is for all the Cowboys fans. Jerry does not want to win. Y'all have to understand, Jerry Jones does not want to win. He already has 5 championship trophies in his organization, 3 that came during his time. He does not care about winning. He cares about making money. So that's why he's not afraid to spend a little money, make a little splash acquisition, and bring, we got this person now. Oh, we got this, just so y'all can get excited. One thing Cowboys are always going to have, y'all always going to have a good offensive line. And y'all always going to have at least 1 or 2 defensive studs. Granted, just enough so that y'all can every year be semi sort of competitive in the NFC East. So y'all have just enough to say, we almost had it. One more good draft. We got it. One more trade. We got it. We almost there. But y'all ain't never going to be there because he's never going, he historically, for at least for the last 15, 20 years, for whatever reason, likes quarterbacks that don't have a winning spirit. They can put up some stats. Tony Romo was a stat master, but he didn't have a winning spirit. Dak he can put up some stats, but he don't have a winning spirit. You have to have a winning spirit as a quarterback, and Jerry don't care about that. Y'all keep making this man richer and richer and richer and richer. And so why? Win for what? Y'all keep making them richer while losing. So what's the point? What we need to win for? The ironic comedic side of the whole thing. Whatever. This is coming from a Texans fan trying to tell you in Cowboys business, and y'all are notorious B.I.G. the little brother. Y'all a little brother. Y'all a little brother.
Nothing ever. All of a sudden all of a sudden
I'm telling y'all.
You want to tell us
we
how
already
to win?
No, listen.
No, man.
We already know what our problems are. We realistic. We realistic about our problems. Y'all are delusional.
You done talked enough now. Okay, we get it.
All right, moving on.
Now all of a sudden, now he's the NFL god. He ain't won nothing ever. It don't even matter. Y'all not even allowed in this conversation. How you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in.
But I'm gonna tell you something though.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey, help is on the way. I think we're gonna make a splash. We're gonna make a splash.
What I just say?
Because
what I just say?
When Cowboys fans get frustrated and pissed off or whatever, they do something to try to quiet the masses down. Right now, everybody got their pitchforks and shovels and bats and everything out. We are trying to go and storm the Cowboys stairs right now, so everybody's pissed. So he gonna make a splash to kind of be like, you know what? Okay, we're gonna regroup and do something else.
All right,
it's gonna be up.
Sure.
Man,
So
listen.
Cowboys fans, don't lose no hope. And keep that same energy up, Cowboys fans.
Y'all
We
got
all
my
right.
blood pressure back up. Now go on to the next. I ain't gonna talk about the Cowboys.
Oh man. So hey, you guys, we want to say thank you guys for joining another episode of Brandon Cole's podcast. We got a great show for you guys tonight. Mr. Will Melvin, appreciate you for joining the show. He already jumped in the comment section. He said, look, sci-fi movies definitely be giving you the game on the low.
Yep.
You're right about that, man. Another movie that you guys got to check out is The Twilight Zone. Y'all watch some of the old episodes of Twilight Zone? When I was younger, man, they kind of used to spook me with that little scary music, whatever, man. But watching some of them old highlights, the one that really
Lord, all like really 93 years old, y'all.
Hey, y'all need to check out on the Twilight Zone. Check out The Obsolete Man. Check that one out. Go watch that one. I'm going to tell you, it is a great watch. Now it's old, it's in black and white, but check out The Obsolete Man and see what they're talking about or whatever that can relate to today. You're gonna trip out when you see it. The Obsolete Man. So check that one out.
You've been on this conspiracy theory kick here lately. What's going on now?
No, man. just conversation. That's all it is. Just conversation. That's all. But anyway, you guys, man.
Israel ain't really going on either.
Yeah, now that's a whole nother story. We can talk about that one another time. But we got
you better not say nothing about them folks.
Boy. Hey, but we got like several different topics we're going to discuss, but we're going to talk about this subject first. There's a pastor. B-Dub, matter of fact, B-Dub, give us a rundown. I'm sorry. Give us a rundown of the different topics we're going to discuss today.
So we got a couple different things. We got Pastor Get Your Man trying to teach the women on how to get a man.
You better listen closely.
Kanye is buzzing now. He's saying some stuff about Cardi B, alleging she is a industry plant, purposely put here for a reason. And Cardi has something to say about it. Also, Kevin Gates, Mr. Nasty Man, doing nasty stuff on stage. We'll watch that. We'll talk about it when we see it. And also, so we got a cop from Lorraine PD, I believe it is, attempted to arrest a young man for dating his daughter.
Oh, what about the AKA?
Oh man, I forgot to get the video. Yeah,
that's okay. We could talk about that.
We talk about it. I'm gonna see if I can scrap up a video real quick before while we talking about everything. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we got first. Whatever. So.
Talking about all he wanted is sex. What you thought we was here for? A man does not want sex. A man needs sex.
Yeah. Right.
And there's a difference. Per 1 milliliter of sperm is between 50 and 200 million sperm cells in 1 milliliter. There's a potential between 50 million and 200 million people swimming around in 1 milliliter. Come on. And God has created a man to dispel that seed. Furthermore, it's the woman who has to take a hiatus off every month from sex, not the man. A man can stay on from the time he living to the time he dies. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you put a worm in the water, if you put a hook in the water, you don't put no worm on it, you don't get no fish.
Come on.
And you got to put on y'all breasts, booties, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook. The first thing we see when you see you. Ain't no man in history ever saw a woman across the room and said, oh my God, her heart is sparkling. Every man is attracted to a woman sexually. Uh-oh. It's your job to show him that there's more to you than what's on the hook. It's your job to show him that you got something in between your ears. It's your job to show him that you're not as easy like everybody else. How do y'all want us to do the work for you? I just want a man to see me for my inside when you're going to be waiting for the rest of your fool life. Because ain't no man going to see you for your inside till you show him the inside. We are attracted to a woman for what we see. Period, point blank. Get over it. Y'all come out slinky, pasties on here and all this stuff, and then don't want nobody to look at you, don't want nobody to sexually objectify you. Why? Amen. What you thought we was going to do, what you put it on for if you didn't want to be objectified by? If you don't want to be identified by your breast and your tail and all that stuff they do, what you advertising it? And then get mad when we pull up to the bar wanting to buy it. A man is not naturally sensitive to your feelings anyway. So he want what he can get from you anyway.
Amen.
So then you'll go do it. Now it's all about liberation and about freedom of expression. What are you expressing? Exactly. Come on, I'm tired of y'all lying to yourself. I dress like this for me, you dress like that for you lie. If you dress like that for you, that means you go to sleep like that.
B-Dub, Gentleman Jamal, EQ.
Well,
You guys think about everything that Pastor such and such was dropping over. Pastor Leon Lonnie Love was jumping over there. G-Man, what you got? Go ahead, my guy.
Let me start off by saying he didn't say nothing wrong. Like a lot of what he said wasn't incorrect.
Right.
Now, some would argue the venue, whatever, about, should have passed. I don't know that. Now, I think that'll be part of the angle of debate. But what he said was true, right? A man ain't gonna walk to a room and say, "Look at all these women with all these beautiful minds and hearts in the spot." Man, that's what. No, they physical first, and everybody's physical is different. It's not to say you have to be this or this. Every man has a different standard of what they attracted to. That's subjective, whatever. But they look at what they like physically first, and it is up to you to present. Okay, I'm more than just a pretty face, a sexy body, or whatever that guy, whatever he saw in you. I'm gonna show him I got more than that. I got some substance to me. I got a good heart. I got a beautiful mind. I got whatever you want to present. So a lot of what he's saying was true. Now, whether you think it should be talked about in the church or not, and all that stuff, that's what's going to make this conversation, I think, interesting.
Yeah. So let me I want to go next here. So let me tell you exactly what I'm thinking about when I heard that. You ever seen that scene in the Vampire in Brooklyn, the pastor scene where he talks about evil ass? Let me do something.
How the preacher standing up and saying ass is good? How y'all think y'all got here? If it wasn't for ass, you wouldn't be here. Ass is good. Evil is good and ass is good. And if you get your piece of evil ass, whoo!
Say, when I saw that B-Dub, when I saw that, man, that's what I thought about when I saw that. I was like, man, okay, so this, like you said, G-Man, he is speaking definitely some great points there. All right, I'm not knocking that whatsoever. But man, where in the world, like the venue, my guy, at church, you're supposed to be preaching the word and everything like that or whatever. Don't nobody want to come to church, talking about, you got a sexual education class going on over there. You know what I'm saying? This guy's supposed to be preaching the word of God. What in the world where was God in that at all? He didn't talk nothing about preaching the word and feed nobody. He didn't do nothing like that at all. So only problem I had with it, whatever, just the venue part of it. He should have, that's not the place to do that at, like I said, there's a lot of people that want to come to church and they want to be fed because you got a lot of starving people out there that's want to feed for knowledge and try to get a relationship and things like that and try to learn about the Most High.
He was
And
fake
that's
ass
not-
Kevin,
that wasn't-
pastor, fake ass Kevin Samuels. Ain't nobody.
What you gonna say, EQ?
He trying to feed them.
EQ, what you gonna? Right. What you gonna say, EQ?
You have to understand, a lot of these conversations women don't have.
EQ, your EQ, your mic low.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Just a little bit. It's low. It's very low.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you, but it's low. But go ahead.
Oh, I don't know, but can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you though. Go ahead.
But anyway, you have to understand. We want truth. And what better place to hear the truth than at church? We talk about everything else that the preacher do. We talk about money. Oh, that's wrong. Or we talk about tithing and this, that, and the third. Why not talk about sex? Why not talk about these things? Why not have this conversation in church? Now, is it a Sunday morning sermon? Probably not, because you got children. Would it be a good Bible study? Absolutely. Would it be a good or a series to teach on? Yes, because these things some women need to know, women and men, because women need to know why men are attracted to them, and how, and what things attract men and what things hook them. Why not? Because you got to understand, some young ladies don't have their father. So when they're out here meeting these guys and nobody's had these conversations with them, then they out here and they choose the first thing that catches their eye or the first thing that pays them a compliment. Why not have that conversation at church? Because if you go back to the history and talk about marriage, well, what he was alluding to was how marriage was consecrated. So why not? Or consummated. I'm sorry, consummated. So why not? Why not have the conversation at church? Now, should kids? Hopefully, no kids were in the room, because that's an adult conversation. That's not a conversation you have with children. And I'm glad that somebody's talking about this in church, amongst all the things that they could be that they talk about. I mean, why not? I don't see anything wrong with it, unless if it was just adults only.
You hear that, Mr. Know-It-All? She ain't got no problem with the venue, so there you go.
B-Dub, what's your take on it, B-Dub?
Because it's not the church building that's sacred; it's the people that's sacred. Because we're spirits, not the church. If the church is a building made by people, so we're the spiritual beings, and I think one thing we have to do as spiritual beings, no matter where we are, is empower each other and enlighten each other. And I applaud this pastor for doing that. Seriously.
Oh, read the comments. Read the comments, Mr. Know-It-All.
Yeah, I was getting on top of that. Marie Whitfield said, "Would you rather do it in church, in the open, versus off to the side in the private? Then it would become questionable or look suspicious." First Lady EQ, I agree. Okay. B-Dub, what you think about it, my guy?
Well, EQ is the only saintly one on this panel, so whatever she says is probably right. But for real though, that's real talk though. Like we said it before, physical attraction is the first attraction. Like I don't know how smart I can't look at you and see how smart you are, or if you kind, or if you generous, or none of that. I only know if I want to clap them cheeks. And then from that point on, like he said, not saying that you got to do that, but that's how you get attracted to each other. And then from that point on, it's up to you to show that, hey, it's more to me than just my physical. And the same goes for men, because, women look at men sometimes and try to determine his financial status based off how he looked. And it's up to you to show her that I'm more than just an ATM. I could be a leader and this and that and that. So I don't have a problem with it. And definitely, him doing it in the church is just a sign of where we are in society, that it's gotten so bad that it's like, listen, we got to get them wherever they at. Because I guarantee you, probably 60% or more of the people in that church was all women. So that's why all the single women at praying to God for a man, and he just telling you how to get him.
B does say he tells you how to get him, huh? Go, let me give you one. There you go. So Will Melvin, he said that the Bible is 1,500 pages of men sleeping with other men's wives, robbing, stealing, killing, and subjugation. Yet talking about sex is off topic. Kind of weird if you ask me.
You don't talk about it. Talk about it all.
You gonna talk?
Okay.
Right. I agree. Talk about it. Why not?
Miss Marie Whitfield, she also put on there. She said, did he slate clap them cheeks? I need you to have character. A man that would do the right thing when you don't know who was looking." Okay. All right. I will go ahead and give that clap to that. But it's that was definitely a different type of video that we just watched there. Very, very insight, and I can tell you that whatever, because I've never heard a sermon like that before being preached to nobody. Now I have seen what's the name of that preacher that is the cussing pastor? Y'all remember that guy there? And oh man, that man got a vulgar mouth, whatever. But I saw him, talking crazy to somebody, to his ministering to his congregation, whatever, and him saying some outrageous stuff, whatever. But I've never seen nobody actually have a sermon. Well, I don't know if it was a sermon, but I never actually seen anybody bring that inside the church or whatever. So that was definitely something different. But every time I see this video, I still can't stop thinking about this.
Saying ass is good. How y'all think y'all got here? If it wasn't for ass, you wouldn't be here. Ass is good. Evil's good and ass is good. And if you get your piece of evil ass, woo!
Hey, B-Dub, so we're going to go ahead and go right into the next subject. Go ahead, B-Dub. Roll the camera.
Nashville elementary school teacher take away the shirt a second grader was wearing. The sparkly shirt featured a sorority's Greek letters. Tonight, the principal of that elementary school is apologizing. But as News Channel 5's Jason Lamb explains, the issues surrounding this aren't as clear-cut as you might think.
This one is my attendance hero one.
Attendance award in hand. 7-year-old Peyton Tiger's mom says her daughter isn't used to getting in trouble at school. So what happened Thursday surprised both Peyton and her mom.
When I picked her up off the bus, it took me a second, but I realized, why are you wearing a different shirt?
Peyton went to school that morning wearing this shirt, spelling out AKA 1908 in pink and green rhinestones, a reference to Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, an historically African-American sorority.
I like the shirt I was wearing.
But that's not the shirt Peyton came home with, and an email from a teacher at the school to Peyton's mom sheds some light on why. Today, I noticed Peyton wearing an AKA.
G-Man, B-Dub, EQ. What do you guys think about that particular subject there with the little girl, her AKA shirt that she said that she liked to wear was taken away from her by a teacher? B-Dub, you go ahead, man. What's your thoughts about that, my guy?
It's first of all, the teacher's wrong. And they didn't elaborate. I've been trying to do some research. I'm trying to figure out, is she even at least an AKA? Because at least then it would make some sort of sense. Not that it's right to take that little girl's shirt away from her. She could have just educated her and her mama and let her know, like, hey, this is serious. And, you should be careful wearing this type of paraphernalia or whatever. But at least that would make sense. If she's not AKA, she should be fired. If she is AKA, she should be talked to. That's my opinion on it.
Man,
I don't see nothing wrong with the little girl wearing the shirt.
See, I don't really know nothing much about fraternities and sororities, but I do know that they take that stuff pretty serious. Especially if you're not part of the fraternity or sorority, they'll definitely got a lot to say about it. Because I've seen some people on social media actually will clown you, and you definitely get your ass. They went
after Boosie for wearing a Kappa jacket.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing, though. With this whole situation with this little girl, wearing the shirt, whatever, man, you gonna mess around and get you a good Greek ass whooping, mess with folks' kids. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody don't play about their kids when it comes to stuff like that or whatever. Like, how do you not know that if that mother don't? Because like I said, like me, I'm not into that type of stuff, whatever. So I don't know what the rules and all with that or whatever, man. But how you don't know it that the mother don't know what's going on and how serious that is or whatever, and she look at it like, hey, you taking the shirt off my little girl back. Now I got an issue with you, whatever, because I don't play that or whatever. I don't know nothing about none of this. And you put this mother in a position to address you, for taking the shirt off her kids back. That ain't gonna fly with everybody. You see what I'm saying? It's just not gonna fly at all. And that teacher, I believe that teacher, some consequences need to happen to that teacher for stepping out of bounds and doing that or whatever. You just can't take nobody's shirt off no kid. It ain't gonna work like that.
Well, first
what you think?
What if the little girl is aspiring to be an AKA someday? I mean, we don't know. If the school district doesn't have a standard dress code or whatever, and you violated that kid's First Amendment right. That's just basically point blank period. If I was that parent, I'd go to that school district, hey, and raise hand about it. That's a little kid. It doesn't matter whether she knows about being an AKA, whether her mom is an AKA or whatever. She's a kid. And I'm assuming that this teacher probably took this shirt from her because she's in a different sorority. You don't do that to a kid. That's a kid. Now, if the kid violated dress code or something like that, that's different. Then there's rules and policies in place for that. But just to take her shirt, no, you're wrong for that. That's wrong. You don't do kids like that.
No, not even a little bit. So let me ask you this, EQ, because I know you are involved in the school district and things like that or whatever. What should be the consequence for the teacher that was involved in this whole thing with taking the shirt away from the child like that?
to this little girl, first of all, because what if you changed her mind about wanting to become an AKA in the future, or what if you hurt her feelings, whatever. You owe that kid an apology, owe those parents an apology, and I mean, the worst, the only thing she'll get maybe is a verbal reprimand. She's not going to get terminated or nothing like that. I mean, that doesn't warrant termination. But at the same time, you have to be aware of violating people's rights and all this, that, and the third, especially when it comes if they have free dress code. You see what I'm saying? So you definitely owe this little girl an apology, her and her family. And you need to learn. I'm sure they'll have her to go to some type of maybe sensitivity training or whatever. I don't know. Every school district is different, but again, you still need to apologize. That's step one.
But is it really that serious, G man? Is it really that serious for that grown woman to take it to that extent, as far as like doing what she did? Is it really that serious, man?
That's gonna be subjective, because when you part of that, they die about that, right? They die about that.
Yeah.
And I would say the teacher was probably AKA. It was like, you ain't did what it, you ain't played, so you don't get to wear it.
She's bullying that. That's also bullying. That's defined as bullying.
Well, what I'm saying, like, obviously the teacher's wrong, right? You teach the class. I don't care what the kids got. The kid ain't wearing nothing that's gonna, incite any riots or hate speech or nothing. Okay, you teach the class. Now you may, feel personal, but that's not the place for it. As EQ said, if it wasn't a school dress code policy violation, then you just teach the class. Go there and teach the class. I mean, if you AKA and you don't think the little girl's supposed to be wearing AKA, you don't go take the shirt off of her.
Right.
That's extreme. Because we can't call out extremism. But to say whether it's that serious or not, that's not for, unless you part of that, that's not for us to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we already know how, if you are part of it, they die about that. So it is what it is. But the teacher's wrong, and hopefully that was a one-off, and I don't, like you said, she probably won't get terminated for taking no girl's shirt off. I don't know if she like physically. I don't know all the details on how the shirt issue came up. Oh, I took it or told her to take it off. Now, if you went up there and snatched it off the little girl, obviously that's different than you saying, "Hey, I have a shirt here. You go in the restroom and switch it." Still wrong, but not as intrusive as you embarrassing the kid in front of class and ripping it off of her body, right? Obviously, as a parent, I don't care what you pledging. You put your hands on my kid, it's tax season.
Right. Because but G-Man, because here's how I'm thinking though, man. Because if that was my child, my mind is like, that bothered you so much for this kid to have this shirt on or whatever, and you took it to this low, to this extreme, that it bothered you that much or whatever, man. Come on, something not right with you up there that bothered you that much to do that to that child. Come on, man.
It bothered you that much to think that the earth is flat and that you're gonna
negative.
No, but that's actually a good point. I think Mr. Nordal, you and EQ both brought up good points. Now, I'll say this, because the little girl said, I just like the shirts. I don't think she had any aspirations of pledging AKA. However, if the teacher had broke it down to her and explained to her, she shouldn't have took her shirt. Now, if she wanted to give her another shirt to put over the top and just kind of put it on game, like, baby girl, listen, this shirt you got on, I know you don't understand it, but there's a lot of seriousness behind it, whatever, and just gave her some information and talked to the mama about it, she might have got interested. Like, oh, okay, well, when I get older, maybe I'll do some more research or whatever. So she did potentially lose a future soror. But also too, it's like, that don't belong to you. That's not your property.
Right.
And again, it wasn't in school violation. Like, you can't take something away from a child if they're not violating the policy and it don't belong to you. And like you were saying, Mr. Nordal, I think that teacher need to be evaluated, because if that small thing triggered you so much to do the action that you did, Now that makes me wonder about your mental stability and whether or not you should be teaching at all.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of low, B-Dub. That's very low,
Like we literally talking about a shirt, and like I said, I'm.
But to you, it's a shirt. To them, it's they gonna
Right.
tell you. There'll be people that said, "No, it's more than a shirt." But
Facts.
that's what I'm saying. Unless you that, you don't know what that means to them.
Well, that's why I said in my original statement, if the teacher's an AKA, then it kind of makes sense. I still think she should be reprimanded,
For sure.
not fired. But if
sure.
she's not even AKA, she should be fired. I think she should be fired because that's too extreme. Because number one, you have no affiliation to it to make that move, and then number two, like we saying, you making a little girl change clothes, and she's not in violation of anything. So if she's not AKA, I think she should be fired. If she is, at the very least, it would kind of make some sort of sense.
Yeah.
And then maybe she could just, like EQ was saying, have some sensitivity training or something like that, and then we can move on, and hopefully everybody, do better in the future or whatever. But it's wild. It's a wild story.
It is. I guarantee you this though, B-Dub. If she forced the issue with a lawsuit, whatever, it's gonna be some harsh punishment come behind that. Because now the school got to start spending some resources of trying to get this thing taken care of, whatever. So we got to go that extreme.
If the family take legal action, she getting fired for a show.
Yeah, because you got somebody got to be held responsible with spending a lot of resources and money and stuff like that to take care of that situation.
They got no money.
And well, you think they don't? How they afford to pay these superintendents
all of it. We already know
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Superintendents get all the money. We already know how to do it.
Big money. And plus they get incentives. We got one right here that get paid real well.
Yeah, they got some guap over there, man. Oh yeah, they got some guap. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. B-Dub, what we got next? B-Dub, you on mute.
I guess we can talk about this.
Go ahead. What we got? Man.
Hey, y'all, she was out there earlier, y'all. She was out there earlier.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Stick your tongue out.
Say, I mean, dude, I got a weak stomach, man. For real, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I can't see nothing like that, man. That really, really messed me up. But listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. And this is just I'm trying to connect the dots with all this or whatever. But this is what the Sexy Red effect is all about. Where it comes to these women, because Sexy Red is talking. You listen to a whole lot of her lyrics, whatever, man. A lot of her lyrics are very provocative. She talks about all kind of nasty stuff that go down in the bedroom and what she can do and what they need to do to her.
So you're gonna
so on and so forth, whatever.
You're gonna blame what Kevin Gates.
Not Kevin Gates. I'm not talking about Kevin Gates. I'm not talking about Kevin Gates.
Reference Sexy Red.
I'm talking about Sexy Red with I'm trying to connect the dots with what some of these young women, these little youngsters or whatever, the young ladies or whatever, they listen to. This is the Sexy Red effect or whatever, where anything goes or whatnot, because ain't nowhere in the world, with this stage performance and you let another man spit into your mouth like that, man.
Dave Chappelle said half of y'all in here been molested, but it wasn't by Michael Jackson. Listen, half of these women, women, they didn't listen. Fellas, somebody probably done spat in your old lady mouth at some point, but it wasn't Kevin Gates.
Ugh.
Now, it's just okay. So, like Miss Norris, you saw it on stage, you saw it live, right? It's shock effect. Do guys spit in women's mouths during sexual encounters sometimes. I said everybody does it. No, obviously everybody does everything, but that's happened. And the fact that she sat there and did it, like he wasn't the first person to do it, ain't the last. You know, that's wait. Hey, that's what.
No, G man, we ain't feeling that, man. No,
It's not
man.
about you feeling it. Hold on.
No, man,
no,
G
no.
man.
Let me find out.
G man,
No.
no.
I'm not saying that you should feel it. I'm not saying you should feel it or not. What I'm saying is an adult woman went up on stage and an adult man spit in her mouth and she allowed it. That's between
But do you think
two.
she knew he was fixing to spit in her mouth?
When somebody tell you to tilt your head back and stick your tongue out,
she's in the moment though. She's in the moment.
For you to
She's
come
in the
out, you
moment
gotta.
though. So she's in the moment though. You know, she's in the moment when she, you know, when
You can moment to behind and get up.
You know, and then, oh man, nah, bro.
You can
know what you can say about that?
that? I wouldn't care. Y'all know.
Y'all giving y'all know. She could have got up, or she could have been like, "I don't like
you
that."
Be letting girls spit you be letting people spit in your mouth, hush, you mean?
If they're cute enough.
Oh,
just
man, no,
hey,
man.
Listen, everybody know Janet Jackson has a thing where during her tour she would bring a guy on stage and strap him down to this thing, and she would
spit in a
ride.
lot of dudes' mouth. Y'all quit playing.
Now listen, I'm that guy. I'm up on the thing. I'm strapped down. Janet Jackson is on top of me, and oh man, this is a great experience. If she tell me open my mouth and stick my tongue out, trust and believe them straps would not be able to hold me, because I'm gonna fling her little ass somewhere.
Right. This woman wasn't
No,
tied down.
that's not no.
What she think you gonna do with him standing over her, looking down at her?
Yeah. But my concern is, did y'all notice that she is pregnant?
No.
You didn't see her stomach?
No, I ain't peeped that out. B-Dub. No, I ain't know the woman's pregnant, man.
Y'all didn't see her stomach?
Yeah, she's pregnant. She's pregnant.
So that makes me.
That's what they were saying. That's Kevin. That's his baby now. If that's my baby,
so that's why everybody's
no. If that's that's your baby now, Mr. Gates. Thank you. You done put that DNA right in her mouth while she carrying my kid.
Oh
and
man,
because that was what the mother. The kid absorbs what the mother intakes. Am I correct? Ladies, tell me if I'm wrong. But I was under the impression that what the mother intakes, the kid absorbs.
Will Melvin said something that's his thing, and his female fans know this. Listen to the women in the crowd. Not a single woman said ew. They like that. They nasty.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Listen, I'm telling you, it's the sexy red effect. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
This the same one they say was eating.
You say what
like
now?
Groceries.
What happened?
Ain't that one? This the one that said he eat booty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said he do a lot of stuff.
Boy. He a wild boy. That's
you letting him spit in your mouth?
Hey, that's life for him. That's life for him.
Right.
So more
EQ. Oh, Percy Earl done did a lot of things in his 70 years of life, and you still kiss him in the mouth. Don't,
baby, but I've been rocking with Percy for a long time. And Percy's been rocking with me. On behalf of the First Lady EQ in my household, there is nobody here named Percy Earl. I promise you. There's no such person, Percy Earl, in my life.
I guarantee you this: there wouldn't have been no older woman up there on that stage letting no man spit in their mouth like that. It wouldn't have happened.
I don't know about that.
I would have to disagree.
Them old cougars, I don't know.
No, I can't see it happening.
You
gonna spit in my mouth?
She might have did something he was uncomfortable with.
Right.
You say that, but you being surprised. A lot of older women like stuff like that.
You ain't lying,
man. Oh man, so them cougars eat you alive, then, huh?
Worry about it.
I must be out the game, man. Jeez Louise, man. There's some crazy stuff going on out there. It's evil world we live in, y'all.
It's the evil world we live in.
Evil world we live in.
I ain't never thought I'd see nothing like this, though. Ugh.
Man, so Will Melvin said you'd be surprised what them saber-tooth tigers be into.
I'd be surprised, Mr. Moore.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh man. But yeah, y'all gotta check out that whole Kevin Gates thing, whatever, man. It's been a trending topic, so we definitely have to get into that. But we want to say thank you guys again for joining another episode of Burning Coals Podcast. We do this every Tuesday, 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. We thank you guys for the love and support and the adulation, and thank you for the comments as well. Again, we do have the StreamYard, the streaming platform available. If you want to come onto the show, definitely come onto the show, and we definitely will welcome that. So, B-Dub, what we got next? With go ahead.
Let's see. We kind of running down toward the end. It's been a fun show, man. Time been
Most
flying
definitely.
by. So,
most definitely.
what y'all want? Y'all want boyfriend arrest or Kanye Cardi?
Kanye Cardi.
Kanye Cardi. All right, let's
go.
That's why fucking Cardi B was over there. Cardi B is a plant by the Illuminati. She don't write her raps. She's just there to like sound as ignorant as possible, and then make songs like "fuck him" and then get some money. You know, she was literally replaced, Nicki Minaj purposely. That they put her there. And now she doesn't know what to do. And she's just she has no idea what the fuck is going on. She thinks it's just a blessing from the universe. There ain't no blessing from the fucking universe.
I've been trying not to disappoint my fans because I've been trying to like be Cardi B, the professional. But Belcalis, the demon, it be really close to come out. And I don't want that because I don't want to disappoint my fans. I'm going to just say this. Leave me the fuck alone. Because I come with receipts. I come with receipts. Years old receipts. I got receipts on all you and you bitches. And I will bring this internet into fucking shambles, bitch. You don't even fucking know. And I won't even just say it out my mouth. I literally got real receipts with dates. So leave me alone, because y'all not gonna be ready for that.
Okay, so there it is. Kanye West is saying that Cardi B is an industry plant, that they are using Cardi B to push their agenda, and that Cardi B is just, she's making her money doing it or whatever. And according to Kanye, it seems like Cardi B don't mind being used as the cart to push this agenda for the for the elites that's doing this. And so Cardi B is pushing back in Kanye and say, hey, look, she got receipts on a whole bunch of stuff that these industry dudes, she said industry guys doing. So she's talking about there's a multiple guys that's doing certain things inside the industry, which a lot of it here has kind of been seeping out. Now, we don't have no actual facts of it, but people have been coming out saying there's some weird stuff going on in the industry, which we all suspected, but we had no real concrete evidence of what's going on or whatever. So G-Man, B-Dub, EQ, what you guys think about this whole issue that's going on with Kanye West? Do you think he owns something? Do you think Cardi B is being sensitive about all this stuff that's going on? B-Dub, you on mute.
I don't know. I mean, because Cardi is not afraid of responding, So, but like she said, she been quiet for a while. She been, I guess, playing nice or whatever. So the fact that she responded to this kind of almost seemed like, hit dog, possibly. But like you said, we know the industry is. Everybody knows we might not know exactly what's going on, but we all know that there's stuff going on. Because, some of these artists just really come out the blue and are suddenly nominated for awards or got all this, it's like literally out of nowhere. So maybe it's something to it, right? Like it's got to be something to it, you would think. But then again, Kanye, the issue with Kanye is Kanye got a lot of access. And he probably got a lot of information, but then at the same time, Kanye kind of say some sideways stuff sometimes, and it makes it easier for them to just kind of throw the crazy label on them. So now it's kind of like the conversation we was having earlier about space and whatever. It creates this area for conspiracy. So now we don't know what's real or what's not, because you got people on one side that'll say, "Oh, he's just crazy, he's just talking," and there's things that he said that might validate that. But then on the other hand, people say, nah, he be spitting that real, he putting that information out there, and then there's information that could validate that. So it's like you don't know. Like we're in the middle. Is he right or wrong? Could he be right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, being that Cardi, she hasn't been shy about not writing her rhyme. So just that alone is like, okay, did they just take this person and say, here, read these words and do this and do that, and because she is very influential, and she became very influential. I don't want to say fast because she didn't put in some work, but kind of fast. Like she surpassed Nicki Minaj and a lot of these other female MCs as far as like accolades and sales and stuff like that at a very, very fast pace. And far as her rapping, Cardi got some songs. I ain't gonna lie, I'm Barty Gang, but not to the point to where you would think that she was just like boom, she the top, like she just the best of all times. So yeah, I think it could be some validity to it for sure. And the fact that she responded the way she did, it kind of make me feel like, hit dog situation. But I'm also curious to see these receipts she's talking about too. So
Right. Well, to me, Kanye West he has that kind of that Charleston White type of thing going on about himself, whatever, because everything is all good when it's all good. When everything happened bad to Kanye West, or when something happened bad to Charleston White, now you want to say all these outrageous things that's going on or whatever. Charleston White usually do that when when things don't go his way. He say some of the outrageous stuff, whatever, but it was all good just a week ago. You wasn't screaming all that Illuminati stuff or whatever before before everything happened with them taking all his billions of dollars and things like that. You wasn't screaming Illuminati and and industry plants and this and that or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, everything's not going your way, and they done took all these different money from you, and they taking your sponsorships, and they taking your designs. They continue to keep taking from Kanye West. Now he's saying, okay, well, I'm going to expose you guys, and I'm going to say who's doing this and who doing what, and so on and so forth, or whatever. I need you to have that same energy when you was on the top of your game, when you had your billions of dollars or whatever, and when you talk that talk then or whatever. Don't wait until after the fact. That's my only problem with Kanye West. Now, as far as like Cardi B, I'm like you, B-Dub. Hit dog holler. If it wasn't no big deal about it, then don't speak about it, whatever. Because what that old saying is, anything that's understood don't need to be explained. You see what I'm saying? It don't need to be explained if it's understood. So I don't think that if it was nothing that was affecting Cardi B because of what Kanye West said or whatever, just don't entertain that. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think that Cardi B is on that Kanye West level as far as like to try to charge him up with certain receipts or whatever the case may be, whatever. Because Kanye, even though he got his billions taken away from him, he's still up there though. You see what I'm saying? I don't think she got enough clout to try to reach up there and try to get at Kanye. I just don't see it happening. What you think, G man?
From what I understand, this is an old clip. I don't know how old it is. I don't know if it's before they took it or after. As you see, Kanye was having a phone conversation. Somebody recorded it and it got put out, leaked, however, right?
Mm-hmm.
You allowed to have your own thoughts and opinions, right?
Yeah.
If you believe that there's no outer space, you can believe that Cardi B could be a plant to replace Nicki.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Both plausible. Whether you buy into it or not is your own decision, right?
Yeah.
So it could be true. But at the end of the day, does it matter? Right? We always pitting rappers, especially females, where, oh, you Lil Kim, it doesn't matter. Kanye is Kanye. And my old college professor said you challenge everything. Okay, because Kanye said it's his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. It doesn't matter if he has $1 billion or the guy on the street corner. You're entitled to your own opinion. The issue is nobody's sitting around you filming you every day of your life, and then whether use it to extort you or whatever because you're not Kanye. Okay, so you think Kanye is the only person in the industry that felt what everybody saw? No. I am like B-Dub. I am curious to see what, what you know what Cardi has. I love Cardi B. Like I love the whole story. I'm not. It's no hate there. And I love Kanye. Kanye is a genius, despite what you think he's crazy or not. Fine, whatever. You talking musically, genius, musical genius. Same way you think about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, okay, he did what he did. You talking about his music? All right, tell me who you want to go on the verses against R. Kelly. Right? He's a genius. Kanye is here. It doesn't really shock me that Kanye's been saying stuff that's, you know, provocative or thought-provoking or controversial, whatever. It gets clicks. But as you see, he was having a conversation, somebody's filming it. Imagine if somebody, we always talk about the contrast between our generation and them. There was no big, you know, internet. It wasn't Instagram and all that to record and film everything that we was doing and thinking and saying at a certain point in time. Imagine that if that was to happen.
Right.
You know, you're not Kanye. So whether you saw it and thought it and somebody talking on the phone that you saw Kanye was doing, fine. There's going to be people for you and against you. Okay. You know, Cardi, she feels a way against, okay, what Kanye said. Okay, but that's his opinion. It so happened to be recorded. Big deal. Deal with it. You talking about rich people, talking about other rich people, and it's us poor people having the conversations and debate about it. Make it make sense.
Right on. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and welcome Mr. Will Melvin. Go ahead, welcome Will Melvin to the set. Notorious P.O.K. What's going on with it, my guy?
But
what up with it, my guy? Tell us something good now.
I say when I looked at that clip, what I saw was more like jealousy than anything, because you know Kanye, he really likes attention, so he's gonna say whatever he needs to say to get that attention, to get, you know, people on him, and so he can push his products and things like that. So it's just more of a jealousy. So when he sees like somebody who just seemingly comes out of nowhere and reaches a certain level and then is able to kind of get that attention and get those products behind him, to get that industry, different industries behind her, makeup and all that other stuff. You start seeing her on commercials and stuff. He's going to be jealous because he feels like, oh man, I've had all these doors closed on me, and here's this person coming out of nowhere. They don't have nowhere near as my talent. That's what I see it as. It's not really an industry plant type thing, because truth be told, if there's some sort of Illuminati or some sort of conspiracy or whatever, they ain't using black folks. Let's we'd be the worst people to use if you got some secrets and some shit. Get out of here.
Hey, we can't hold water, man. You know that? We come to secrets, man. Hell no, we can't hold no secrets, man. We can hold water. I'm telling you.
Think about this. Everybody been saying this stuff about Diddy for years. Come on, you can't keep that man secret. Let's say if Diddy was, you know, a little funny, why can't you let him say it himself? You know, you got to be putting out his business and stuff. And here's the funny thing about these conspiracy theories. I'd be like, man, how are you that close to the fire and not be an arsonist yourself? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Wow.
Because people got stories. They showing up and they show up at this one place at this time. They got a secret handshake and they go around the back and they bring the kids in on the side. Like, how you know all that? Now, Epstein had a whole island. These freaks had a whole island for decades. And you know why? There wasn't no black folks there.
Well, I'm not going to confirm or deny that I wasn't never at Epstein's Island.
I wasn't there. I can speculate because I know my people.
Yeah. So speaking of, so let me ask you this though, Will Bevel. So everything that's coming out with Diddy, his bodyguard, they saying his friend, what's his name? Big Gene? Is that his name? Big Eugene? That's the guy's name, I believe. Right. So do you believe?
You always sound like a 95-year-old when you try to talk. What's your name? Big something. Yeah. So Big Gene, do you believe that Big Gene, because he was close to Diddy? That's what they're saying. He was BFF with him or whatever.
Do you think that everything that's going on with P Diddy, that Big Gene is telling tell all exactly what transpired with Diddy, or is he jealous of Diddy, and now all of a sudden
Everybody wants to write a tell-all book of how somebody else did. You gotta come on.
Everybody puts extras on everything, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, so this man is supposedly funny, right? None of the dudes come out. As much as them sassy dudes be gossiping, nobody say nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get out of here.
The views of notorious POK do not reflect those.
All supposedly straight dudes got all this gay information, got all this information about the parties and stuff, and all this stuff happening. If I walk into a party and some wild stuff is happening, I'm walking right out. I don't need details.
It depends on how good the party is now.
Nah. Once it's some weird
There's
stuff,
a bunch of kids in there, a bunch of women in there. I'd probably go ahead and stay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm saying if it's some weird stuff, you might need to do the old Crocodile Dundee to check if it is one.
Right. Oh man,
Shit, you need to test nowadays.
Right on, brother. Right on. You got anything else you want to add there, Mr. Will Melvin? You there? Hello? You're breaking up.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm just like talking about how just weird it is, how we always be. It's always the conspiracy to add the little, like there's something else going on. It's not. It's a simple explanation. It's jealousy.
It's jealousy.
It ain't that hard to figure out, because you got to do all that mental gymnastics and you got to bring the government in and all this. Nah, it ain't.
Thank you.
You hating. You just hating because, and you got a blonde hair. He tripping.
Right.
You know what it is?
What's that?
He wants to be the lead singer. He want to be the diva. That's what it is.
Oh man! So you can go there with old Kanye.
Yeah,
Kanye is a diva, but
he is.
But he's mess with his pen.
All right. He's nice with the music.
Mess with his music. Yeah. It's hard to mess with him.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny how you compared him to Charleston White though. I'm like, man.
Yeah, because when Charleston don't get his way, you like he'll friend you, he'll ride with you, but the minute that things don't go his way, man, he say some nasty stuff about
just
people.
because Charleston White broke your heart the one time, don't
not mine, negative.
No, that's because now all of a sudden, really Charleston White, and stop.
Mr. Will Melvin, man, we appreciate you for joining the show, my guy. Give it up for Mr. Will Melvin. Man.
You know what the POK stands for?
What it stand for?
The Notorious Pullout King. F them kids.
Say, man, that was Mr. Will.
Haven't I been saying that since the show started? Thank you, Mr.
He said,
Hey,
Pullout King. Go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All, I forgot all about that. You should do a tell-all.
What's that?
Talk about how you talked to Charleston White before the fame.
Right.
You interviewed him before the blow up.
Yeah. I might have to do that. I might have to do that. I might have to do that one day. That's for a different story though. Different story.
You missed one comment from Niana Smith.
Where's she at? Okay.
For Marie, you get Marie. You can leave hers out too.
I think it's unfair to blame this woman behavior on Sexy Red. Kevin Gates has been provocative. Well, you know what? Well, here's the thing. Tell you something about fair. Life ain't fair. If you want fair, that's where you go win prizes and see pigs. Is what I was told.
Kevin Samuels over here. Broke ass David Gallo.
And Miss Marie Whitfield says you can't write a book full of lies and expect not to get sued. They don't have Diddy money, so if they write it, it's likely true. Okay, all right. B-Dub, what's the next one?
In case y'all hadn't noticed, Mr. Know-It-All got his soundboard working again.
Lord help us. Lord help us.
I don't know. It's up to y'all, man. Y'all want to wrap this up and push it to next week, or you want to get into it?
EQ, we can get the last one. This is the last one.
All right, so this is a cop. So there's a young African American man who's dating a young vanilla woman who is over 18 years old, but her father has an issue with them dating, and her father happens to be a part of the local PD, and this situation happened.
You can get out. You're going to jail. Get out. Have a seat in my car. We'll make it up as we go. Go ahead and get smart before I can do something to you, even more. So before I tell you to get out of the car? Did I tell you to get out of the car? My daughter in there?
No. Would like to check? Not here.
Why is there a computer there?
No, I just come home and making dinner. My kids went to Walmart. Where would your daughter be in my house?
I don't know. You know, so if I check and you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
You could check. How I'm going to tell the judge that you came to my house. You asked
You're being
me,
disorderly. Would you like to go to jail?
You're making this
You're being
personal.
disorderly.
How am I being disorderly?
She wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
I was wearing my seatbelt. How am I being disorderly? You're making this personal. You want to take my daughter because you think your daughter is in my house.
No, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Whatever is going in your personal
It's on video.
You shouldn't take her with the uniform.
It's on video.
Okay? It is personal.
It's on
Because
video.
You see, when you accuse me of your daughter
You're
being
being
in my
disorderly.
house,
Would you like to?
How am I being disorderly?
I'm trying to conduct an investigation. You're obstructing me. You're obstructing me.
For your daughter, and you're using police time.
You're
using
obstructing me.
Time.
This is your last warning.
I'm going to call 911.
You call 911. I am
confused.
So let's call 911. Call 911. You're going to jail.
The officer spent nearly 8 minutes interacting with the young man. His sister and their mother before paralyzed. His daughter was in the back seat.
I didn't even see you. Get out of the car. Get in my car. Go ahead. You guys are good. Ma'am, they could go with you. Get in my car. Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye. Goodbye. Get in my car.
You can't take me. I am 18.
Goodbye.
You can't take her in. She's an adult.
Goodbye.
Hey, well, you can get back in the car. You're in the
No, you're not. Get in my car.
Why are you taking me?
Get in my car.
Why are you taking me? You have to give me a reason. By law, why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me? Why are you doing this? Turn on your camera, the guy. Turn it on.
Get in my car.
You can't. I'm not for no reason. You can't. You can't.
Treatment. Knock it off.
You don't want me. I know. Why you can't do this? You can't do this. You can't. You can't pay me for no reason.
Yeah, she did nothing.
I'm an adult.
Get in the car.
Why are you putting her in the car?
She was suicidal yesterday.
I was not. You weren't even with me yesterday.
Just like, well, she said she was going to kill herself Friday.
No, I didn't.
Wait,
I did not.
text message, anything?
I did not.
Yes.
What?
You have anything?
I did not.
Ooh wee. B-Dub, Gentleman Jamal, EQ. That is a lot of hate that man got. You know, a lot of racist buildup inside that man for him to jeopardize his job. That's right there is fireable, and that guy could actually be wearing an orange jumper, fight for his freedom, man. The way what he just did, he did a whole lot of violation of constitutional rights on that thing or whatever, man. That guy should not even be, he should have a license, no none of that or whatever. And he should be locked up for what he had done. And here's the thing, police departments across the world suffer a whole lot and get a bad reputation, a bad name because of police officers like that gentleman there. He shouldn't even be wearing the badge at all because in order for to have that badge or whatever, man, you have to be able to you have to hold and have your emotions and all that in check. And he did not do that at all while he had that damn uniform on, man. You see what I'm saying? So something up there about this guy for him to do what he did, because he didn't have no legit reason for the stop in the beginning. He had no legit reason at all. And then he got himself in a moral situation because he didn't know what he was just making stuff up as he go. He got even more upset when things weren't going his way, when they would question his authority and so on and so forth or whatever. And then he also felt some kind of way when he because he knew what he pulled that vehicle over for in the get-go anyway. He knew his daughter was back there. He knew that. And then he lied about the mental state of his grown daughter, 18 years old. He lied about her mental state to try to justify it, clean everything up. Nah, bro, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna work, man. No, he should be locked up for a long time. Well, I ain't gonna say a long time with her, but he shouldn't be an officer no more. He should be locked up.
Quick update. I did find out before we came on, he actually did get fired. I don't know if any charges were pressed, but he did get fired.
Yeah, you can bring up charges on that, brother. Yep. What you thought about it, G-Man? I'm sorry, EQ. Go ahead, EQ. Go ahead.
You can't. Don't worry about it. You can't even hardly hear her. So
shut up, I'll punch you.
Go ahead, EQ. Go ahead.
Go ahead, EQ.
I was just saying, the bottom line is he's just mad because his daughter down with this world. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at that. That's basically, he's a racist man who's mad that his white daughter likes a black man. Tell the truth, and that's why he lost his job, because you have so much hate in your heart that you would even taint your relationship with your own child because of what she chooses. Legally, she's an adult; she can choose to date whoever she want to date. But that's just my 2 cents.
What you say, G-Man?
So we have to translate for EQ because all our equipment came from Dollar Tree. But so what I will say is, obviously, seeing his princess with the brother was enough. Damn the job, damn the profession. I don't want that Black Angus beef in my sweet princess. Like he said, we'll make it up as he go. He knew he's recorded.
That shit was wild.
He said it. He's recorded. And he says, we'll make it up as we go. He didn't damn the career, damn he like, this is my princess, my baby girl. And you looking at this brother and he finna hang all that Angus up in his, and she crying to keep it. Dad, I want that black meat. And he can't handle it. And he didn't care about that. When you make that decision, he knew what he was doing. He's like, I'm gonna make it up as I go. He said it on camera. He knew he recorded, he said it, he threw that all away. He's like, yeah, I'm telling the world when you put it on. Yeah, I'm telling everybody. I'm gonna make it up as I go. So I don't think he knew that she was in there in the beginning because he didn't see it because he walked up and came back. But once he figured it out, it was different. But he knew that was old boy's car. He was going to harass him because he knew that, whatever she was missing or that was the dude she was messing with. But he wouldn't have went up to the car and brought old boy back and left her in there and went on and talked to him. He didn't know that she was back. She's back there hiding. But then, he figured it out. He's like, get out of here. She's 18. And she want that Angus in her. You can't stop that Angus from being in her. And she wanted that Angus, and brother was giving her all the work. And he's like, forget the career. I want that Angus in my child, and she getting it. And now you ain't got a job, but guess what? She's probably still getting that Texas black. What state?
Yeah, she's still getting that Iron Man. We say
she's
what?
Still getting that pipe laid up there.
Yeah, she getting that Tony Stark on her.
Yeah.
Hey, my mama here with us tonight. She over there laughing.
Hey, tell your mom this is some adult stuff we talking about here now.
Okay, she was like, when G-Man said, I think the she like.
She said, "What? I did what?" I said, "What?"
Yeah, she want that torpedo, boy.
You want that?
What you got, B-Dub? I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. You got it, B-Dub.
Nah, dude. Man, this dude is yeah, he definitely didn't care about his job. I think he made a conscious decision that I'm done being a police officer because
Right.
he gave no F's.
Right.
But it's even crazier because where the kid parked at, that was his house. So, and if you notice in the beginning of the video, he was sitting there waiting and they passed him by because her computer was at the boy's house. If you remember, he was telling the mama like, well, I know she's here. Why is her computer here? So he basically did a trace on her laptop or iPad or whatever. And so he was sitting there waiting. And he didn't know. Yeah, I'm like, gee, man, I don't think he knew. I think she was probably hiding, probably ducked down in the back seat because she's a petite little girl. She probably hid under a jacket or something when he first walked up. But that's insane. And then he was like, "Oh, we're gonna make it up as we go." And then when he got him in the car, talking about, yeah, say something so I can do even more. Like, bro, like he should be doing time. As of right now, I don't know. I just know he got fired, but he definitely should be doing time. Like this dude is beyond unstable.
Yeah, and you know what, B-Dub? If that was my son, 'cause I know you grown, I can't tell my son what to do, but I'll be talking to my son like, look, you know what? It ain't even worth it. Leave that woman. Hey, if her father like that, you know, and he's willing to
No,
to
your
throw
son, your son can do what he wants to.
I agree. I'm saying that's why I said I can't tell him what to do because he's a grown man. But I will be telling him, look, man, it ain't worth all that or whatever. Mess with this. But her daddy kind of throw it off a little bit, man.
But the thing about it is,
it ain't worth it.
Y'all know how them bunnies be when they get mad. She gonna mess around and send her daddy video of getting pound town from about 4 or 5 of them. Like, yeah, you didn't want me to have a black boyfriend. Well, look at me now.
Yeah, oh man, and then all hell gonna break loose. Yeah, all hell gonna break loose then, man. You know, there was a dude in Houston. You remember what's his name? Cornell X. You know, the dude in Houston, he had confronted a sheriff's deputy. I believe he was a chief or whatever, man. He was probably the sheriff himself. He had confronted the guy because his daughter was getting pipe put on her. And that dude, you could have seen his face, G-Man, y'all. That man was red and pissed, and he was fighting, man. He was getting ready to lose his job that day. But see, a lot of them don't like that, whatever, man. Like G-Man saying, when it comes to their daughters being with men of color, with black men or whatever, they will lose their job behind that because they don't give a damn.
You ain't gotta like it. That's fine. But she's 18 years old, so get over it.
I agree with that. But at the same time, though, G-Man, like I said, man, with our youngsters out there, our 18, 19-year-old, young black men, we got, we can't tell them what to do, but man, we can be like, hey, man, look, I don't know if that's worth it, brother. Dealing with that woman like that, whatever, all that come behind it.
You can't stop it.
I know I can't. No, I can't.
The more you push back,
the
the more he gonna want.
Yep.
Just let him do their hey.
And black people, we ain't much different. We got some of our elders that's the same way in reverse.
That's
true.
You
Look,
can't use a comb, you can't bring her home. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an oldie right there. Oldie but a goodie.
Right.
But love is love, and they grown adults. If she was still underage, not that saying that it would be right or wrong, but if she was underage, then yeah, you my child until you leave this house. I say no is what it is. But she a grown woman, and he completely out of line.
Right, yeah, he didn't want to see his daughter get put in a pretzel. He didn't want that. Oh no, he did not want that at all. Miss Marie Whitfield, she said she could have been the black sheep or even on drugs. He still would have went after him just because he's black. Who doesn't want Shaboinka?
Ow.
Oh man. Well, hey, you guys, man. Again, we thank you guys for joining the Burning Coast podcast. We're gonna go ahead and close this one out. G-Man, EQ, B-Dub. Let's go ahead with our final remarks here for this one.
Hey man, listen.
Saturday. Oh, go ahead.
You might not be here in 15 years, but what if you are? So do something today that your future self will thank you for.
Okay. EQ.
Saturday is a federal holiday. I need everybody to call in sick, take off, throw a fish fry. It's my birthday, so I need y'all to turn up for the one time. You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all Cowboys do something better than what they did last week.
All right. Thank you.
You know I was gonna go there. You know I was gonna go there. So
if y'all want to find Lady EQ and Percy Earl, go to the nearest Applebee's or Chili's, and that's where they're gonna celebrate.
Which one of the Lubies?
They got the Luann platter. They're gonna be there, y'all.
Yeah, we'll be there Saturday at 5:00. Yes, no, but again, y'all, it's always good to be above ground, not beneath ground. Love on your people. Hold on to them tight. There's so much going on in this world. People leaving here, left and right. So, love on your people. Love each other. Love yourself. And all that good stuff.
And I'm gonna say, hey, you guys, make sure you guys be safe going to that state fair. Don't get no damn chicken grease thrown on you, or whatever, because they damn show out there violent or something going out there, or whatever. So, so now that you said it again, EQ.
What?
Man, yeah, they throwing freaking grease and everything out there, man. Fried grease and all that on you, man. Them people kind of.
No,
we'll talk about it.
Don't close the show without acknowledging Marie Whitfield's post.
What you say? G-Man Beer Gang is nice. She talking about. She said she really mean Miss Know-It-All.
She said what she said.
Point taken. Stop getting on camera without brushing the beard first. I got it.
That's one of them. You know how to do it.
We are the Burning Clothes Podcast. We say thank you guys for tuning in another episode of this wonderful show. We love you. We say thank you guys. I go by the name Miss Know-It-All. We got Bougie Weirdo, First Lady Educated Queen, and we got our guy just in the mall. We say thank you guys. Make sure you tune in. Let your friends know exactly where to go for fire content. We say we love you guys.